So I want to talk about a technique that I used about 8 to 9 months ago that has completely shifted my reality, completely changed my life. The physical aspect of my reality has changed a great deal, but the mental shift is out of this world. So what I did is like a form of scripting that I used a little bit of technique from Dr. Joe Dispenza and scripting. What does so you must understand the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I think it's very relevant for us to change our lives. What he says that we have a mental story about ourselves that is from the past, and this past story keeps on replaying in our mind, so we are kind of living from the past every single day. You are living the same old life from the past, from your past mental story and your same old patterns every single day. This is why your life does not drastically change. Your life will never drastically change unless you drastically change how you think. So what happens to all of us is we get caught in a loop of who I call myself to be. I have a job, I have this, I have that, I am this, so this is who I am. I have these problems, I have these financial problems. I got cheated on in the past, so I get cheated on, I get horrible partners, all this story. But what you are doing is you are not just remembering the past, you are emotionally relating to it. And this is what we unconsciously, in ignorance, in innocence, completely do not understand. That when you are living from the past, you are not just living from the past, you are creating that past in your life again and again and again. This is why our life never drastically change. It will never change so long as you are not the same old person that you keep on perpetuating. And so Dr. Joe Dispenza puts the emphasis on tuning into the energy of your future. Just like you can tune into the energy of your past so easily, you so easily emotionally relate to it. Like somebody said to you a hurtful comment, somebody cheated on you, somebody really, you lost a lot of money. You can so easily relate to that pain, right? So why not use our future with imagination, with scripting, whatever technique you want to use, to kind of relate to the energy of the future, right? The new you. This is how you can only change, by relating to the new you. You can never change by keep on relating to the old you, who has SP troubles, who has money troubles, who has health troubles, whatever troubles you have. You cannot change the conditions so long as you keep relating to them emotionally. So back to the technique that I used. So the technique is fairly simple. I will kind of put it here after when I'm editing. So basically, I made two columns. One is like the old state and the other one is the new state. And old state is basically who I was being in those days when things were not working out for me. So old state, I purposefully put it old state, not present state, because I wanted to disidentify with that person who was having all those issues. So I put it here in the old state, and the new state is what I wanted to embody, my future version, the energy that I want to connect with. So the old state, I would put like something like obsessing with SP problems. And in the new state, in the column of the new state, I would put the SP is obsessed with me, right? In the old state, I would put not loving myself. In the new column, I would put new state column, I would put in love with myself. In the old column, I would put I have financial issues, I'm struggling financially, or I am broke, I'm feeling broke. In the new state column, I would put I am abundant. This I had about 90 entries in this whole column, right? From top to bottom, about 90 entries about my old state, the old me, who I was being, with all the problems, not loving myself, obsessing about SP, financial issues, health issues, confidence issues, a whole plethora of things. And then I wrote, each problem I would, each old state of mind, I would put the new state. So old state has this problem and new state is the solution, and that is my future version that I'm embodying. Now you have to understand, this is literally reprogramming your mind. This is not just writing, this is not just scripting. Your mind is soaking it all in. If you don't even have a future version of you, your mind cannot create that for you. Your subconscious mind cannot direct it from you, direct it towards you, right? So what we are literally doing, we are creating our future version. So even if you write it once and let it be, it will soak in into your personality. Because guess what? I wrote this when I was very down in life. I had very difficult days of my life in those days. So I wrote the entire document, new state and old state and new state, and I maybe read it like 3 or 4 times when I was really down. And I needed something to cling to, I would open up the document and I would read through all of it, and then I would deliberately try to identify with the version of me, the future version of me, the desired version of me. And I would say I would hardly read it for like 3 or 4 times, and then I let it go. And then I recently, like 6 months, 7, 8 months after, I read it again, and I was surprised that I would say about 80 to 90% of it has already came true. And it is mind-boggling because my subconscious mind took it in. At that time I did not know, because I was still in the low state, I was still struggling. So in that low state I thought maybe it will do nothing, but my subconscious mind now had an ideal to follow, to chase, right? Because so long as you don't have an ideal, you keep on living with the old version of you, the old state. You will keep on perpetuating it, because your subconscious mind does not have a new energy, new future to relate to. So I gave it the new future, the new state, and I didn't even obsess about it. I mean, I was affirming, doing other techniques, but this document, I kind of let it be for like 6 months, maybe 8 months. Yeah, about 8 months. And now that I read it, it's mind-boggling. It's honestly, I was reading each and every line. I was like, God, I mean, unbelievable. This has came true. This has came true. I'm more confident. I have the love that I wanted. I love myself. In that column, one entry was that I treat myself as royalty. I love myself first. I put myself first. So I'm encouraging this more and more each day, and it is playing out in my life, in my circumstances. And I wrote that I'm free, I'm financially abundant, and all of these things are quite beautifully coming into my life, and it's just effortless in a way. And the really mind-boggling thing is that at that time I did not believe it. Even I did not believe it as much, but my mind soaked it in, because it had a tangible document to go through to, right? You can read out the document. You can instantly connect to the energy of your future by reading your new state. Like he loves himself, his SP is obsessed with him, he has financial abundance, his health is better, he is exercising regularly, he's eating good, all the good stuff. You instantly connect to that energy, and you identify with your future self. On the other hand, if you don't even have an ideal, then you keep on perpetuating the same old past. And every single technique does the same thing. It connects you with the energy of the version of you that you want to be. And this is the whole point of it. But this technique, trust me, just do it. You don't even have to read the document again and again, the notes again and again. You read it. If you want to read, you read. If you don't want to read, you don't read. But at least concept your new version. Put in the old state that you are being right now with all the problems, and then put their solution or the desired version of you in the next column. And be as detailed as you want to be. Put as many entries as you want to be. And within like 6 months to a year, you will forget about the document, and maybe you will come back to it and you will be surprised as to how many things have literally come true. Like it's not, it's like it's effortless in a way, and you become surprised after the fact. Like after 6 months or a year, you're surprised, like wow, like unbelievable. So this is the technique I want to share. It has literally had the biggest impact in my life, and that's why I wanted to share it with everybody else on my channel. This is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.